Oh, I tell you, I do love those autumnal days, but isn't it chilly? No, is that still warm? Okay, good. So I'm just going to tuck you in to make sure you're all nice and warm and cozy. And what I want you to remember is that tomorrow you've got absolutely nowhere to be. And so whilst you're here with me tonight, I want you to let go of all the stresses of your day and just relax. That is your one gift to me. Although it's a bit chilly in this room, you know what? I'm going to light you a nice fire. Just have something to go to sleep to, warm up the room a little bit. It is notoriously cold in this room, so let's get a nice little fire going, I think. There we go. Oh yes, instant difference, instant difference. Now, I also made you a little bedtime snack, if you'd like it. Just a little something that I kind of threw together, nothing too crazy, I promise. Yeah? Okay. So I just thought we could have a nice little pot of tea, and I also made you a nice bowl of tomato soup. Now, I love having a bit of soup before bed. My nan always used to give me soup before bed. I just find it so comforting and warming, and it's nice and thick too. Made with real tomatoes from my vegetable garden, just so you know. Tea? Now, I have to tell you a funny story. I actually don't like ginger biscuits at all, but my nan always used to serve ginger biscuits with tea. So I kind of just stuck to the routine, and now I serve ginger biscuits all the time whenever I make a cuppa, even though I don't actually eat them. But malt milks, however, now I can't get enough of these. Help yourself, please. Darling, what's wrong? You're just looking a little worried, a bit stressed or frazzled? Oh, sweetheart. You know, it's really hard to let go of things that have happened during your day, especially if it's been a stinker. Why don't I read you a nice bedtime story, and then that'll just set you right off, or the dull tones of my voice will do just as well. Okay? Okay. Now we've got Alice in Wonderland, or we've got Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. If we're going to read about Pooh Bear, then you need to have Old Bear with you whilst you sleep. Now, he's very good at looking after people whilst they sleep, and he's very nice to cuddle. So let's put him with you. There we go. And as soon as you're finished with any of this, you just let me know and I'll take it away. Okay, let me go get that book. Now, this is my favourite copy of Winnie the Pooh, and let me tell you why. It has a little surprise. Isn't that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to scooch up here a little bit. Oh, yes. And give it a read. Now, all you need to do is relax. Close your eyes if you like. I won't be offended, I promise. And I'll just read you a little segment. Well, said Owl, the customary procedure in such cases is as follows. What does Christamony proceed cake mean? Said Pooh, for I am a bear of very little brain and long words bother me. It means the things to do. As long as it means that, then I don't mind, Pooh said humbly. The thing to do is as follows. First, issue a reward. Then, just a moment, said Pooh, holding up his paw. What do we do to this? What were you saying? You sneezed just as you were going to tell me. I didn't sneeze. Yes, you did, said Owl. Excuse me, Pooh, I didn't. You can't sneeze without knowing it. Well, you can't know it without something having been sneezed. What I said was, first, issue a reward. You're doing it again, said Pooh sadly. A reward, said Owl very loudly. We write a notice to say that we will give a large something to anybody who finds Eeyore's tail. I see, said Pooh, nodding his head. Talking about large somethings, he went on dreamily, I generally have A small something about now, about this time in the morning, and he looked wistfully at the cupboard in the corner of Owl's parlour. Just a mouthful of condensed milk or whatnot, with perhaps a lick of honey? Well then, said Owl, we write out this notice and we put it up all over the forest. A lick of honey? Murmured Bear to himself, or not, as the case may be. And he gave a deep sigh and tried very hard to listen to what Owl was saying. But Owl went on and on, using longer and longer words, until, at last, he came back to where he started, and he explained that the person to write out this notice was Christopher Robin. It was he who wrote the ones on my front door for me. Did you see them, Pooh?